land here in Homosassa Springs, Florida, where I am trapped. Can't return to Japan because of the Trump pandemic. The Trump pandemic that now is raging across America, as I predicted. You could think of it as Natsukaze. The summer wind is here. It is blowing, and it's getting worse. And and simply, it comes from the whole idea of politicizing, denying, downplaying, trying to reopen to save your greed, your money. We have an economy where less than we have say that again. We have a zero basically saving index. We have a negative saving index, which means people do not save money. So when you can't work, our whole system collapses. A system built on this idea of infinite growth on a finite resource planet we call capitalism. Something I've been talking about for over a decade, that our entire model is broken, it's unsustainable. So this is the second wave. So this is the coronavirus is going to undo, unravel. Now we're doing the DAO, okay? The DAO ultimately are individuals with their hands up saying, don't shoot. You know, the George Forum protest, Foreman? I didn't even think of the last name. Protest is not about inequality, injustice. It's about inequality, right? It's not about injustice. It's about more than that, because as individuals, when you live in a system that benefits a few, you live in a system where you can't get, a basic, life without significant sacrifice. We live in a system where we have disenfranchisement, the wealthy investing, buying up the land, and leaving everyone else out to sink. You have a system now where there's literally going to be millions of people going into debt because, or being made homeless because they just can't afford it. And the protests in Seattle is about all of that, right? It's about this inequality, and it's about the tyranny being rained down by plutarchs like Donald Trump and his administration and DeVos, right? All these individuals, all these billionaires that he's basically allowed all these corrupt, lying, misogynistic individuals and to corrupt our whole system. And the second stage is this movement, forecast by Nick, I think Nick's last name, who did some talks called The Pitchforks Are Coming. These are the pitchforks, and they're coming to a community near you. Obviously, Chicago is next, Seattle, New York, it's basically they're going to stir up. And the tyranny of Trump is here. The tyranny of Trump and his sycophants, the cult followers who follow him, are all, coming to a head. And it's all coming head to the third one, the DAO. The DAO is the awakening of the American people, the elections of 2020. The elections of 2020, and whether, you support Bernie or you support someone else, the elections of 2020 is about not supporting Trump. The elections of 2020 is about any other choice except for, Trump, because Trump represents everything negative on our planet. He represents, let's get rid of all the different safeguards to protect our planet. He's done that, from coal mining, where he now allows their run over waste to go into our rivers and our streams, to denial of climate change or climate global warming, And understand when I say global warming, I don't finish the sentence. No one finishes the sentence. This is a fact. It's a global warming of our oceans. Global warming of our oceans. We just say global warming. But when you talk about global warming, you're not talking about it getting warmer. It's getting our oceans. And there is undeniable that our oceans are getting warmer. Every single one of our oceans has increased. And what does that happen when you increase the temperature of water, right? It's a heat sink. It's storage of energy. Where does that energy go? It goes into storms. We're about to enter into hurricane. There's already 2 massive things developing as I speak and make this video. So the third thing are the elections and whether people are going to stand up and fight against the tyranny. This tyranny we've seen before. Whether you call him Hitler or you call him Stalin, there's different levels of this tyranny. All these UnDaoDu, in Turkey, the guy in the Philippines, the guy in Brazil, these are all plutarchs ultimately taking their lead from the king of lies, the king of sin, which is, or you would say the Lord of sin, the Lord of lies. The Antichrist, the literal Antichrist. When I call Trump the Antichrist, I don't talk about some mythical creature. I talk about someone who's an antithesis to the opposite of Trump. So whatever you're doing, right? I'm not voting for Biden. I would have voted for Biden had a friend of mine not be running called Brock Pierce, and I'm not encouraging anyone to vote for Brock. What I'm saying is I'm anti-Trump. And if you have a problem voting for Biden, then vote for Brock, right? The thing that we have to do is peel away the voters off Trump, whatever it means. Whether it's me doing my goofy videos on Facebook, whether it's where I'm sitting on the toilet emulating the president, acting like a Florida man in order to awaken the Trump 2020. Those videos, if you do hashtag Trump 2020 or hashtag Make America Great Again, you will see my videos, I hope, right? And I hope that some Trump supporters will wake up to the fact. So anyway, the tyranny of Trump, the second stage, the Tao of the movement, UnDaoDu, the undoing of the 5th age, or the 4th age, into the 5th age. We're undoing. We're in this stage right here, okay? We're in this stage. This one little thumb opening up, okay? These fingers are open. You're awake to all of the different challenges that we're facing and whether you're going to awaken into, into the do. So UnDaoDu to you, my brothers. How can you fight the revolution? It's really simple. Buy some Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin, hold it for 5 years. Buy Bitcoin, hold it for 5 years. If everyone would go out there and just buy Bitcoin, just $100 worth, $1,000 worth, you know how quickly the 21 million Bitcoin are going to be gobbled up? And as a result of gobbling up, do you know where the price of Bitcoin is going to go? It's going to go to the moon, right? So it's just a matter of time, whether it takes the next 5 years. So UnDaoDu, undo yourself, awaken. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, to share. I have lots of videos. YouTube kind of fucked my channel back when they changed the whole alert thing. I took years off taking care of my dad. I'm back. I'm just here stuck in Florida. So UnDaoDu to you. Reach out to me if you have any questions.